Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 30 of the Living an Authentic Life Challenge. I am Tanya E. Hood, and today, on this 30-day Authentic Life Challenge, we will be discussing intimacy. If you were to break the word down into its phonetic sounds, it will give you a basic understanding of its definition. In, to, me, see. How many people have you allowed to truly see who you are? Intimacy, as I stated in a previous session of this challenge, is not about a sexual aspect. It's about a deepening relationship. It's about truly letting who you are, your authentic self, be seen. And I'm hoping that this 30-day challenge has encouraged you to be authentic and taking a look at yourself and being able to show up as your authentic self so intimacy can be had with those around you. Social media can allow you to put on an image. You can share whatever you would like as your image on social media. But the true you, the intimate you, the piece of you that often gets hidden away is a piece of you that really needs to be seen because it's your authentic self that will help others feel more comfortable being who they are and will allow what has been placed in you to be shared more easily. I'm reminded of a story of an artist. It says that there's this artist who was renowned. Everyone loved his artwork because of the intricate details that he shared. He drew in such a manner that you were drawn to every masterpiece that he put on canvas. But he wasn't the type of artist that you would just automatically know because he didn't really want to be in the limelight and let everybody just know who he is. His desire was to pour all of his love and care inside of the artwork that he made. And as a result, each piece was a unique masterpiece. Well, one day he was walking along and he came across this secondhand store. And he went in and he was looking around and just seeing the various things that people sort of had given away and tossed here or there or had no more use for. Well, in the back of the store, he saw this painting and it looked familiar. And he got closer and he noticed the dust and dirt and grime that was on it. He noticed the broken frame that it was set in, and it had some torn, and it was not in the best condition that it should have been for a painting. And you can really see that whoever had it really didn't care for it well. And so he looked at the storekeeper and he said, "How much for this painting?" And the storekeeper looked at him and said, "Well, in its original form, it would be worth, oh, I can't even tell you how much it'll be worth. It's priceless at that point. But in its current state, since it's broken and you really don't want this painting. I'm looking for artists that can restore it. And each artist that I find to ask them to restore this painting to its original version keep telling me that because of the intricate detail that it has been uniquely made in, only the creator of the painting can truly restore it to its original form. But I'm holding out because in its current status, it's not really worth much. But I really want it restored because the creator and the artist looked at him and said, "Well, you want what you feel it's worth instead of in its current condition." He said, "Well, yeah, but I'm having a hard time finding somebody that can restore it to its current condition." He said, "Well, how much do you want for it?" And the storekeeper looked at him and was like, "What I really want for it or what I think it's worth now?" He said, "How much do you want for it?" And the man thought about it and thought about it. "Well, if you're going to pay me what I think I want for it, then I want," and he named some astronomical number that any human eye would be like, you are getting over with that price for this painting. It's in a horrible condition and it's sitting in the back of your store already catching dust. But the artist just looked at him and said, "Okay." And the storekeeper's eyes got large and he was, started preparing it so he could sell it to the artist. And while he was taking the cash from the artist, he looked at him. He says, "Why do you want that painting anyway? It's not really worth anything. Although I thank you for what you paid for it, but it's not really worth anything. He said, this painting has always been worth something. This painting was created in love. This painting was put here in purpose, on purpose, for purpose. I know because I created it. And when I created it, I knew its worth. And whether anybody ever sees what it's worth or not, I will always know its worth. You are God's masterpiece. He created you in purpose, on purpose, for purpose. And He created you for intimacy so that the authentic you can be present when the world decides to throw you away. God sees you intimately. When the world decided that you were not worth it, God sees you intimately. And so day 30, the last day of this authentic life challenge, I continue to challenge you to be authentic because of the love that you were birthed in. The creator of the universe saw fit to let you be present because He loved you and He wanted the world to have that physical manifestation of His love. So intimacy, if you want to talk more about it, follow me over to the Authentic Life Challenge Facebook group. We will be there till 7, and this is the last day. And before I leave, I want you to hear a song that often reminds me of the masterpiece that I know I am now. Listen. Can't imagine not having you here, and I find it so amazing what I feel when you're near. When it's just me and you, there's nothing that I can't do, so take me away. I never want this to end. And I've never known love like this before. My heart is yours, and I've never known love like this before. Lord, you take my breath away. This is Tanya E, walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.